Hi everybody, it's Miss Jackie and Miss Casey from the Ludington Library Junior Room, and today is National Vinyl Record Day. We are very excited to celebrate with you. I am a huge collector of vinyl, and we are trying to get teens to get involved and to start collecting. It's a really fun hobby. Finding the records that you want and that you need for your collection is like a treasure hunt. It's a lot of fun. Now, so I'm just going to share with you today some of my collection, and I'm going to tell you what records are and how to care for them and how to treat them so you don't wreck them. Vinyl records have really made a comeback in recent years, and a lot of teens have started to collect, and they don't necessarily collect artists of today. They can go back and collect artists of the 50s, the 60s, 70s, 80s. I know Barnes & Nobles has started to release vinyl to be sold.
Target as well
In their stores. But always visit your local record store and give them the support that they need. Couple of things that you need to know. Records come in 3 different sizes. They come in 45 RPMs, 33 1/3 RPMs, and 78 RPMs. So that is rounds per, or revolutions per minute. How many times the platter will spin in 1 minute. So it's either 45 times, 33 1/3 times, or 78 times. Your record player has the ability to adjust to whatever size record you're playing. Now 45s, which would go in these sort of boxes, they're 7-inch records, 33 1/3 are 12-inch records, and 78 RPMs are 10-inch records. Okay, and the size will dictate how many songs are on each side. So the smaller the record, the shorter amount of songs. But like I said, your record player can adjust. So the faster it spins, the higher quality the sound becomes. 7 inches are the 45s, and these are the singles. So usually you have 1 song per side, maybe 2 if they're short songs, but the most is usually 1 on each side. You have an A side and a B side. Your records have songs on both sides, so you have an A side and a B side, unlike CDs. Just a little hit there. So if you want to pull out a 45 for me, Casey, that would be great. We can show them what size a 7-inch record is. You can pick whatever one you'd like. Oh,
George Michael.
George Michael. You can pull the record out. Just hold it by the corners. When you, yes, exactly. That is how you want to handle a record. You always want to grab the edges and put your thumb and your pointer finger in the middle by the label. You never want to touch the actual middle part where the songs are, because the oils from your fingers will get all over it. You can scratch it and then it won't play as well. So always handle it on the edges. That's really good. The 10-inch is usually a 78 speed record, but they were recorded way back before 1950, so unless you go raid your grandparents' or great-grandparents' collection, you probably won't find too many 78s. Unless you're a collector, then it's fun to track them all down. All right, so 12-inch is the most common, which is here, these size. They spin 33 1/3. Each side is about 22 minutes of music, a total of 45 minutes on both sides together. CDs usually hold about 60 minutes of music, so these size records are about 45 minutes. Records have recently turned into art also. A lot of people take old records that are scratched up and can't play that well anymore, and they turn them into art. So you can melt an older record and make a bowl out of it. You can make coasters out of them. You can make wall art. You can make wall art out of them also. But I like playing them, so I take good care of my records. Favorite REO. That's really good. Caring for vinyl. Let's do that. You keep your records in the sleeves that they come in. So these are called jackets, okay? The big cardboard enclosure is a jacket. Inside are sleeves, paper sleeves usually. And you want to keep them in the paper sleeves in the jacket to protect them from dust and scratches.
You always want to store your records vertically and not horizontally, especially because of the sleeve. You don't want your records to fall out and get damaged, so always store them upwards, like this.
Because the weight of the records on top of each other will cause warping, and you don't want warping. Warping is when the record no longer lays flat on the turntable of your record player. It sort of gets bendy and it gets wavy, and then it doesn't play as well, and it can skip. So you don't want that. So always store your records vertically, like this. Okay? You always want to handle the vinyl on the edges and by the inner label. That way you don't transfer your oils from your hands onto the record, which I already told you. You can also buy poly sleeves that are better than the paper sleeves, and it'll protect it even more. But always keep your records in the paper sleeves in the jackets. Okay? There's some little lingo for you. You always want to wipe your records down with a vinyl cleaner only. Don't use anything that might be abrasive or rough cloths. Keep in a cool, clean, dry place. You don't want any warping. You don't want the heat to get to them and melt them. That's not good.
Fun fact, this album is actually the first record I've ever bought. I have the album, the 33 1/3. This is the 45. On this one, there's 2 songs. There's side 1, I Want to Dance with Somebody Who Loves Me, and side 2 is Moment of Truth. The bonus cut, not available anywhere else. So,
So
this
side A
yeah.
is usually the hit song. Side B is usually another song on the album that's not quite just as much of a hit. Just a little fact there. That's good. I want to share what I like to collect. Obviously, the first thing I ever bought as a child, I was 12, and I bought a 45 at Kmart in Devon. I bought You're the One That I Want by Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta from Greece, of course. That was my first 45. I saved up my money. I think it was $1.50 at the time. I saved up my money and I bought that, and then it's been a spiral ever since. I think I have a total of 300 albums and maybe 200 45s. Not to mention that I have my father's albums and my mother's albums all through the house. My mom and dad were huge on music in the house. They always had records playing on the stereo system in the living room. My dad was a huge Elvis and Beatles fan and a Ricky Nelson fan. So we have all those albums from the past that we still have. I love to collect. I love to visit record stores, especially on record day. But, oh look. I also love to collect soundtracks. So these are albums from major movies, like Star Wars. I love to collect picture discs, which are altered records. So instead of just having a label in the middle, the whole record is a picture. It still plays like a regular record, but the whole album isn't just black, it's an actual photograph, and I'll show you some in a minute. But that's what I collect. Back in the day, we used to have Plastic Fantastic. We used to have Repo Records, all in Ardmore. Then we had Sam Goody, and then we had Gold Million Records, which recently closed. But there's still a lot of great record stores in Pennsylvania. If you ever get to visit one, please do. We have Vinyl Revival in Lansdowne. We have Long in the Tooth in Philadelphia. We have Repo Records in Philadelphia. And we have Shady Dog Records in Berwyn. So if you ever get a chance, go to those stores, start your collection. Even if it's just a 45, you know, spend a couple of bucks on a 45 and start your collection. I would suggest getting a case to hold your 45s, you know, and sometimes you can get record racks like this to store if you're not gonna have like a big collection. You can get a real cheap organizer,
Mm-hmm.
like that. I myself have huge
Record cabinets.
record cabinets full of records, full of 33 1/3, which I treasure, and a record player. You should all get one. They're all cheap right now. So go get a little portable record player. And
Definitely back in style.
the sound is incredible. You're going to hear static. You're going to hear, especially if you have headphones on it, you're going to hear every little instrument that's playing. Unlike CDs who are digitally remastered and they're very clean. You know, the record has a very specific sound.
Mm-hmm.
That's
Very crisp.
Yeah, that's what I like. But it's great. So let me show you some of my records. I'm very proud of these. This is my original Star Wars album. This is from 1977. I like the double albums, so you get 2 records in the set. But look, they open.
That's stunning.
And you can see all the artwork from the movies. Sometimes they have pamphlets inside, like this one. This one has a poster, the original poster inside. So this is the double album that I got. Very excited. I'm so excited to find this with the poster inside. Because sometimes parts are missing when you buy them secondhand. But you always want to keep them in their sleeves, okay, to protect them. But I also collect like double live albums, which are recorded at a concert, and they just put them on record form, and you can hear the crowds, you can hear everything they say in between the songs at a concert. I love double live albums. They're amazing. So Star Wars. Then I have Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. This too is a double with all the artwork inside. Alright. It's amazing. And let me see if this one had anything. Oh yeah, this one has something special too. This one has the poster inside. So you get a lot of little perks inside record albums like that. I try to keep them all together, you know, and keep them pristine. It's very exciting. All right, then my prized possession is E.T., the original album with Michael Jackson. It's a kit, so it's like a plastic box. I mean, a cardboard box. And inside was my first picture disc.
E.T. Phone Home.
E.T. And look,
Flip it
it's
over.
a picture disc on both sides.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right? I was so excited to find this. It's really special. Then inside, you get a regular album. Right? And it has Michael Jackson on the cover with E.T., which is amazing. And then, I love these box sets. You have the program from the movie,
Oh, that's awesome.
right? It has pictures from the movie,
Scripts.
scripts, yeah. It's amazing. Very excited. Then it says a little enclosure. It says I can join the E.T. fan club.
A couple decades late,
Right?
but all the same.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited to find this. And I didn't get it for, you know, it wasn't very expensive at the time when I got it. It's very old.
But it's beautiful.
This is 1982. 1982 release. But, oh, I was so excited. I love box sets. All right, now, picture discs. Oh my gosh, I love picture discs. All right, so my first one, and a lot of people will like this, it's Bruce Springsteen. So I don't know if you can see that. That's one side. And then on the other side is an interview with Bruce Springsteen. Let me see if I can hold this up. There you go. Isn't that amazing? I love picture discs.
With his saxophone player, Clarence.
Yeah, Clarence Clemens.
Which is also probably worth something now since he has passed.
Yes. This is an import from England. So I got this at a record store, but it's an import from England. It's
That's awesome.
so exciting. So exciting. Finding these picture discs is like an adventure to me.
It is like a treasure hunt.
It's like a treasure hunt.
I feel
love
like they're hard to find, but when you do find them, it's
picture
like
discs
jackpot.
are hard to find. They are hard to find. This one, from one of my favorite movies ever, Footloose. Right?
Stunning. Great condition.
Still in plastic. I'm not going to open it to show you. But on the other side, it's Kevin Bacon with his headphones on, dancing. But yeah, this is almost pristine. And it wasn't expensive. But I loved it. Then
Finally.
my all-time favorite, and my heart broke when he passed away, but this is my Wham album, my Wham picture disc with George Michael and Andrew Ridgeley. This was an amazing find, and I will never give it up, but I was so excited to find that one too. This is a limited edition picture disc from Make It Big, from their Make It Big album, and it's just a lot of fun to collect.
Absolutely.
Yes. So, some people not only buy their favorite artists' albums, but when you go in a record store, you're going to see album jackets that just catch your eye. They're going to be full of art. They're going to be, it's just going to be colorful. It's going to catch your eye, and you're going to be like, I have to have this album. I don't even know who it's by, but I have to have this album because it's just so amazing to look at. So that's what you're going to find. Expand your, it's okay. Go outside your comfort zone as far as music is concerned. Give an older band a try and listen to an album. I would say just see what catches your eye, right? Obviously, price is going to be an issue. You know, you don't want to spend too much money, but you want what you want, you know?
And when you find something, whether it's art, record art, a 45, an album, a kit, you do feel a sense of pride. I do think that there's a lot of patience that comes with record shopping because you do kind of have to sift through all of them to see if you find one you like. There can be little treasures hidden amongst all the piles. So when you find something that you like, or you find something that you think your friends are like, or your parents would like, or a picture disc, you should always go and grab it because you did the work to find it, you had the patience, and then you get to reap the reward. So
that's right. I want to show you just a couple of 45s, more than Casey showed you before. I kept all my sleeves. This is a box of my father's records. You can see the Dick Clark case that it came in. He did not save the sleeves, so I saved all my sleeves. Berlin, Take My Breath Away, Barbara Streisand from Yentl. I love the little records. I love the 45s. Kenny Loggins, Danger Zone. I mean, just amazing songs. It brings back so many memories. Billy Joel. Oh, just amazing things. Olivia Newton-John. Neil Diamond. Come on. Neil Diamond. And I'm not the only one that likes records. So I had put out a call to all the record collectors out there. And I had asked everybody to send me a picture of them with their favorite albums. And they came through. So I have a whole bunch of pictures to show you. And I hope you enjoy them. If you are a vinyl collector already, please take a photo of yourself with your favorite album, as long as it's kid friendly, and post it in the comments below. We would love to see your pictures and your album collection. Like I said, there are so many things you can collect, different kinds of things, whether it's picture discs, original soundtracks, live albums, double albums. They even have kits Like you can buy 6 albums in a box, like the ET box, but like Bruce Springsteen has a box set that you can buy all his albums like in one set. Maybe not all of them, but at least 5 or 6 in one set. And they're expensive, but they're so worth it. So worth it. And I've found that if you see things like this, you should buy them.
You may never see them again.
You may never see them again. If you really like it and you really want it, you should buy it while you can, because it's going to disappear. So anyway, so we're going to post pictures in the comments below. Please post yours. We would love to see your record collection. Oh, and I have another thing to tell you. Check out not only your local record stores, but check out your local libraries. A lot of libraries have stores where you can buy used books. And guess what? Sometimes they have used records. And you can go down, and I would just suggest that you check the record and make sure it's straight and it's not wavy before you buy it, because that means it's warped and it probably won't play right on your turntable. But check your local libraries. The Ludington Library has a record collection in the basement in our store for sale. So go check it out, and thanks for watching, and happy National Vinyl Record Day! Start collecting!